Okay, it's great to see everyone here virtually and in person today. My name is Stephanie Andros, civil engineering major, as was just mentioned. Now I'm going to be presenting our presenter today, Professor Deborah Bowles. She is interim director of the Teaching and Learning Center, as well as a part-time faculty member of the education department. She's been in the education field for over 25 years now, and she loves learning new things and is excited to be with us here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I love it. Been in for 25 years. I started when I was 2. Yes. Thank you for taking the time to come out. As Stephanie said, my name is Deborah Bowles, and I work here at the college in several areas. My love is education. I absolutely love teaching. And so I get to be the kickoff and get you excited, hopefully, about planting for success. You have to plant. You have to do some things. The only thing that grows without planting, what is it? Anybody know what grows without planting? Weeds. And we don't want weeds. We want you to plant something so that you can be successful. So I am very interactive. I'm so excited to have you here, whether you were forced or not. I don't care. I'm glad you're here. And I want some feedback and ideas because this is your success. This is what you are planting. This is not me and what I know. I want you to start thinking about what is your plan? What does success look like for you? And let's put together a plan. And how do you make that happen? Can you hit there it goes. Quick little overview. We're going to talk about success. Then we're going to talk about SMART goals. And then we're going to create a plan. So at the end, you will have some personal SMART goals. And you'll have the start of a plan to reach your goals. Definition of success. What is success? That's such a weird thing to ask. If you go to Webster's, they will give you a definition of success. Like the definition is the accomplishment of a purpose. How does that help you? I mean, really, like, okay, so, but what does success look like for you? Take a minute, look around the room and find your twin. Find the person that looks exactly like you. No, they're not here. It doesn't happen. You are unique. You are amazing. You are a designer's original. There is a plan for your life. You are phenomenal. Yes. Don't you ever try to be somebody else or copy to be somebody else or be jealous of anybody else because there is one you. What is your definition of success? What are you supposed to do? That's what you need to figure out. For me, my definition of success is to be the best me I can be. That's it. You do you, that's fine. I'm going to be the best me I can be. And then I need to figure that out. What does that look like in all the different areas as far as my finances, my health, my goals, but you need to have your own personal definition of success. When I was around your age, for some reason, I saw this quote and it just stuck with me for life. And I'm so glad that it did. No regrets. That was my line for a year and I still use it. No regrets. If somebody says, hey, you want to go? I'm going. If I can go, I'm going to go. If you want to do that, I'm going to do this. I went. I got my master's. It's what I wanted to do. I went. I've traveled overseas by myself to Japan, to Hong Kong, because I was like, wait for a ring. I went to Hawaii by myself. I wasn't waiting for my honeymoon because that still isn't happening. So no regrets. Live a life of no regrets. So you have hopefully, I'm sorry, I didn't realize 20 people were going to be here. I'm so excited that you are. Yeah. But take a minute and on that sheet that I gave you, what is your definition of success? What does it look like? What is a mantra? What is a quote? What is, and you can do it on the front or the back because I didn't give space for this, but I think it's important that you take a minute and think about it. What is success? Yes, one more. Thank you. And if our professors don't mind giving theirs up, yeah, Calvin. Yeah. What does success look like for you? And I'll share this as well. You don't need to know all that. But for years, I used to put on my goals to get married. Your goals should be something you can accomplish on your own. Don't, husband and 2 kids and you can't control that and you're going to get frustrated. Let me help you out. I was frustrated for years waiting for this man to come along. Didn't happen. So I moved on with my life and decided, no, my goal is I'm gonna focus on me. I'm gonna live the best life I can, and I'm gonna keep it moving. So what is your vision of success? Anyone willing to share? My online people, feel free to type in the chat. Anyone willing to share what they wrote for their goal of their definition of success? Nobody brave enough. There we go. Go for it.
I think learning from my past experience.
Awesome. Learning from past experiences. I love it. I always say I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice, do I? Yes. But it's still my goal not to, but let me help you out. As you get older, you will always make mistakes. I used to think that you got older and you just never made any more mistakes. So it still happens. You still make mistakes, and that's okay. Great. I love it. Your definition of success can be unique to you. So don't be afraid of it, okay? Let's talk about goals. So again, there are lots of different things that you can do. It doesn't have to be done this way. This is one way to create that plan.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. My apologies.
You can read what we're, Stephanie's got it. What's happening in the chat, Stephanie?
So, Kenyatta Lewis says, for me to be in a position where I don't feel like I am working. Inez says, what I would like to become tomorrow.
Okay.
And it, third person, I'm not sure how to pronounce their name, but it says to achieve their goals.
Yeah, to achieve their goals. I love it. Awesome. SMART goals. You'll hear people say your goals should be SMART, which is they're meaning this acronym. But, you know, again, it is unique to you. It's okay if your goals are not always SMART. It's not a big thing. But what they're saying is that your goals should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be attainable. It should be relevant, and it should be time bound. SMART. So let's look at this goal because Regina's messing with my screen. No, that's all right. I want to be healthy. Is that a SMART goal? Is that a SMART goal? No. Why not? It's not specific. What else? It's not measurable. What else? It's not time bound. I want to be healthy. It's so vague. You've got to get more specific. How could you make this more specific? Oh, well, specific by saying, I want my weight to stay between 150 and 160 for the year. Now that is very specific. Let's look at another one. Go, Regina. Thank you. Go again. I want to graduate. Oh my gosh, really? Really? I mean, I hope so. But how is that helping you? What is wrong with it? Is it SMART? Is it a SMART goal? No, why not? Not specific. It's not time bound. So how could we, you can go ahead and click because I didn't give them this one. No, go back. How do I go back? Hit the arrow back. Oh, there. Do it. There we go. We make that goal more specific. Make it SMART. Take a minute, write it. Take a minute, write it. Where it says education, you gotta, or you can put it anywhere. But I want you to take that goal of I want to graduate and make it specific for you. People online, you should be typing it in the chat. What is a specific, how did you make that goal SMART for you? Okay. Do we have some online? What they say, Stephanie?
Yes. Michael says, I want to graduate with a 3.5 or higher by 2025.
All right. Love it. Great.
Kenyatta says, graduate with a doctorate in education by May 2025.
Woo-woo. All right, great. I love it. In the room, what'd you say? Own it. Come on, speak it. Speak your goals. Words have power. If you're afraid to say it, come on now.
I want to graduate at 3.9 in spring 20.
Woo, Robin, great, awesome. Who else? I'm a teacher, I stay here all day. So maybe call on somebody, because that's my next move, who's gonna be brave and step out. You made eye contact. What is your goal?
We're gonna be the side of the room again.
What'd you write?
I would like to graduate with my degree in general studies by the end of fall.
Awesome, there we go, great, great. You better know your goals, you better be able to say your goals, and you better encourage yourself about your goals, okay? Because life is gonna happen. Life is gonna happen. And so you need to know your goals, you need to own your goals, you also need to be okay with adjusting your goals. It's okay, they can change, that's okay, no problem, life happens. So go ahead, click again. I want you to, on that sheet, you have several areas. I want you to at least pick two. You've already done education, hopefully. And I want you to create a SMART goal. Pick another area in your health, in your relationships, in your professional life, in your personal life isn't on there, in your finances, and create another SMART goal so that you should have two SMART goals.
It's really just putting it on the screen anywhere, just clicking on the screen should work. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're right. That's an intense thinking going on, huh? Good stuff happening. What are they saying online, Stephanie?
Debbie says, be an encourager to friends, terminal illnesses, supportive and open for them to talk, uncertain of health, pain, or end of life.
Right?
I'm
Or
older.
to them,
So
says, talk to someone you trust about your mental health.
Okay, okay. Definitely. In the room, what do we have for SMART goals? Going to the back, because y'all sat in the back for a reason, like I was coming back here. And go the whole, okay, there you go.
For professional growth, I said I want to successfully end all procrastination.
Awesome, I love it. And procrastination, yes. Great. What else? Right here, what do you write?
My goal is to finance a car by the end of the year.
Awesome, finance a car by the end of the year, that can be a financial goal. Again, something I read when I was young was that you should put 10% of your income in savings, that rainy day fund. And that has helped me throughout my life, that's been a blessing. Yes. Yes.
I said, between the years 2026 and 2029, I want to have my own apartment and a stable job.
Awesome, I love it. Have my own apartment and a stable job. Yeah, that was on my list for a while as well. Get out the house. Go ahead, you're fine. What?
She has something. Ooh, I know. She's sitting, I said, this. And here she was, oh. As a full-time worker and student, I want to also make time for personalized rest.
Personalize that.
And resting.
And resting, yes, yes. Make sure you take time, you have that downtime. So your goals could be into several different areas, and you should have a part where you rest. But what does that look like daily? How do you make sure you're doing something every day to reach that goal? Because you have this goal of, oh, in 2 years from now, I want to do this. But then every day you should be planting something so that it is successful. So like this, I want my weight to stay between 150 and 160 for the year. What are some things I could do every day? What are the little steps I could do every day to make sure that happens? What could I do? Exercise should be under there, under a daily habit, definitely, yes.
Manage the food recycling that you eat.
Yes, what type of food should I be eating?
Fruits, vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables, definitely. I stopped at the store today, I'm gonna tell you my little secret, and got some double stuffed Oreos. Man, those are my, man, those are. I feel bad. I'm like, this is not good. But you know, that doesn't mean day of your life, you always, never, you've gotta have those times where you're like, but it's not my daily routine to eat double stuffed Oreos. I just, in my day. What else could you do? Make sure you stay here. Portion control, definitely. Great. What else? Something I don't see a lot of. I see a few people with it. Ooh, what should you be drinking? Constantly.
Water.
Water. You're supposed to drink half of your body weight in water every day. Water. How boring. I'm trying, but I'm like, man, you know, you gotta put some lemon juice in it, something, because it's a lot of water. But it's what you should be doing. So can you drop that? Oh, did you drop the handout link in the chat? Good, thank you. She got me even though I wasn't paying attention. Could you also drop the tablet link in the chat? So for those who have electronics, we're gonna do something online. So there's this thing called Padlet. The whole idea is we are smarter together. That if one person has an idea, you should be able to share it with other people. And I'll put a QR code up next as well. But as far as your mental health, what do you do every day to support your mental health? I listen to music every morning. Every morning I'm listening to something uplifting because life is hard. You think it gets easier when you get older? Let me help you out. It doesn't. It doesn't. You better figure out what works for you to make yourself stay in a good place. I go walking every lunchtime. I set aside time. I'm like, I'm out. I walk away from my desk. I go outside and I go walking because I just need that. As far as education, be an active learner. Be an active learner. What does that mean? That doesn't mean I stand here and see stuff and you sit there and soak in it. It means you're doing something. You will remember more if you write it. You will remember more if you speak it. You will remember more if you engage. And that's why I'm forcing you to say something, because you will remember it more. So what are you doing every day to be an active learner? In your relationships, I'm a very, even though I'm up here speaking, I am very much an introvert. I can go months without calling my mom, and I'm good with that. But I have to force myself, Deborah, call your mother, call your mother. It's like on my calendar to call my mother, because I just wouldn't. It's horrible. I mean, you know, it's really bad. Relationships are important, and so, but I have to make a note to do it. So I see some of you with your phones. Let's see if you can do it that way. I want you to either go to this URL on that way or scan the QR code and play with the Padlet a little bit. So on the Padlet, go to the different column and there's a plus sign at the bottom. Hit the plus and then type in your idea. Put it under whatever area, education, relationships, health. And then what do you want to put in? Let's see if I can go here as well. For a minute. Oops.
Anybody need assistance getting through the tablet? Does it mean? I need help too. How'd I get there?
Oh, whoops, I took it off. Oh, the QR code. How can I share my screen again? Something happened. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
If you need to come a little closer to take a picture, then feel free to do so. Anybody need assistance?
Share screen.
Can we flip back?
Yeah. Right there. That one.
And move the picture over a little bit, you want?
Oh, move that picture out of the way of the QR code. There we go.
Okay, now it should.
And I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to share the screen with the tablet. So I go to the tablet. I want to go to maybe my, the one to the far left. Yeah, projections are, okay, there we go. There we go.
So hold on.
Oh, you need it? Okay, let me go back. Okay. Let's see if, yes, okay, so scan the QR code and then here, hit the plus sign. I love it. Learn something new every day. Somebody got it. There we go. Hit the plus sign. And then you can just type it right there. Being more committed to training for another marathon. I love it. Oh, I need to add something. I don't know what I'm at. What's this? Mental health has something. Going for long walks, journaling. Those who aren't able to get in, feel free to shout something out at me because give me something under education.
Do Spanish to English pictures for ESOL population, something every week?
Is that online? Is that online or somebody in here speaking? Oh, okay, because I'm like, that. Oh, what did they say online? What did they say? Oh, I love it. Here we go. People are getting it. Communicate with my colleagues. Learn some new techniques. Okay, great. I'll go back to the QR code. Those that are just coming in, what we're doing is we're adding ideas to a Padlet. So you can get it by going to that URL or you can scan that QR code and it'll come up. I have two over here. One. Tell me next time, so I'm prepared. Well, no, you're fine. Right here, come right here, here. There you go. Go back to the side expectancy. If everybody's on their phone, you better not be on something else. You can also click the little hearts if you like something that somebody else said. Let's see how many hearts we get. Agrees. Excited to see what's happening. Anything in the chat, Stephanie, that I need to know? Okay.
Not yet. Everybody's currently filling out the form and on the link as well.
Okay.
I can go ahead and read a couple of ideas though.
I'd love to. Hear that. Go for it.
Great, so for relationships, make time for family and friends,
Yes.
communicate with my colleagues. Balance is important in all relationships, romantic, friendship, and family. I actually added that in. Maintain a positive relationship with everyone in my life. No more cutting people off for petty reasons. For professional growth, getting a mentor,
Great idea.
finances, to focus on my saving income more and not spending it on unnecessary items. Get a piggy bank, LOL, trust me. Personal, learning about different cultures. Do not limit yourself, try every day. Be confident in yourself and your craft.
Now, this is something you will always have access to. You can always go back and look at this. You can always look at other people's ideas. This is phenomenal, awesome, great. Oh, make a budget. I love it. Yes. Whoever said make a budget, let me give it a heart. Yes, I live by a budget. Because I mean, especially when you can swipe your card and spend stuff and then you don't even know what you spent. What? The bill and you're like, are you kidding me? Yeah, so being aware of that, I love it. Sure. So much is happening on this. This is phenomenal. So I want you to, most people have have it in front of them. I want you to look at the first two columns and I want you to turn to someone next to you and I want you to discuss what is something that you like in one of those two columns and something that you're going to add to your life. First two columns, mental health, physical health. I know. I like
Oh, okay, okay.
Sound like my wife. That's important. What I do is. Not this.
Go back. And I feel like something should go back to the family. Like, I remember. I feel like it just down like that, but.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Once we're done.
Yeah.
Once- Yeah, I'm not, yes. Some people, I never do my job. It's not burning.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm Steve. With a couple of seconds. I mean, push this, that's how you kind of talk.
Because it's growing phenomenally. Let's share something that you saw that you're going to put into your life or something that you thought was a good idea. Let's hear. I'm gonna stay here all day. Don't have to do that.
Not all at once.
Talk to my partner about journaling. And just find time to journal.
Love it. Great. Yes, I journal. It's a great practice of getting things out. Very cathartic. Yes, love it. I heard a lot of people talking about a budget. I was like, yeah, it's a good thing. I'm telling you, they're making it too easy to get your money by swiping cards and tapping cards, and you don't even know at the end of the day you spent $50 every day. Where'd my money go? They're doing it on purpose. So you had better get a budget and tell yourself, you know, I have spent my $20 for the day. I had a budget. I had like $20 a day. Once I hit 20 bucks, that was it. So you need to know what you're spending. Great. What else?
So Deborah, one of my favorites in professional growth was talk to someone that is old. They always have the best wisdom. I don't think I'm behind old.
Sorry, unfortunately.
But the one right after that says, always talk to someone who has more experience than you. That's nice to say.
I like it that way too. Yes, I heard that a couple places. Get a mentor. Find a mentor. That's smart. I have a mentor. I have several mentors. You don't outgrow that. I mean, if you do, you think you know everything. I'm not there yet. I can always learn from somebody else. And I'm open to any feedback people give me because that helps me to grow. Awesome. What else did you see? Coming to the back. She actually got close to the back, but I got 2 rows back here to the awful time. Yeah. Love it. Say that last part again. Cutting off people to bring you down. And can I tell you, they don't go away as you get older. They're still there. You better figure out how to deal with them. How are you going to deal with them? And I wish you could cut them off, but you work with them. Yeah. Oh. Am I dealing with it? So you better figure out how to deal with it. I read tons of books. In my house, I think I have 4 or 5 bookshelves filled with books about dealing with people, about communication skills, about leadership, about relationships, about budget and finance. That's how you learn. I tell you, the 2 biggest challenges you're going to have in your life always, the fight with yourself and the fight with others.
Yeah.
And what are the 2 things you will never get away from? Yourself and others. So you better figure it out. You've got to do some reading. You've got to do some studying. Remember, most of the people weren't in the room when I did this at the beginning, but look around the room and find your twin. They're not here in the way that they think, in their background, in the way that they speak, in the way that they look, dress, all of that. We come with different backgrounds and you got to be okay with that. My background, my family is loud. We are loud. If we are in a conversation and we don't cut each other off, we're not having a conversation. Like they'll be talking, and they'll be talking, and they'll be talking, and it's just my family. It's the way that we are. And then when I get with other people, I'm like, Deborah, that is seen as rude. Please be quiet. It's hard for me because I see it as affirming you. Like, yeah, but I really just cut you off. And you might see, just cut me off, did she? But in my mind, it was a good thing. And in your mind, it was a bad thing. And all of a sudden we got a problem. So it's just realizing that's life. And that's something you will always, always, always have to deal with. Oh, I'm just chit-chatting like we got all day. Okay. Any other comments, questions about this activity? But this is something, this is yours. You can always come back to this Padlet. You can add to it if you'd like, if you still want to. I want to read through all the things that are there because I know there's so much there that I want to learn from. Let me go back to my thing. All righty, what else? Give it Okay, what else can you do? Post your goals where you see them. I mean, most people at the beginning of the year, what do? What do you create? New Year's resolutions. It is March. Where are those resolutions? What did you say you were going to do? No, you don't remember. It's somewhere. You had a goal. You were going to the gym every 45 a.m. That got old the first 2 weeks. Because I'm gonna sleep instead. I'll do it at 6. You know, it just didn't work. Where is it posted? That's why and I apologize, I didn't plan for this many people, but I tried to do it on a nice sheet of paper so that you could post it somewhere, so that you could see it. I used to do goals And I put a visual by it, something that would inspire me. Like when I said I wanted to travel, I found the place that I wanted to go, like the pictures of Hawaii. And I put them right by there so that it was a visual reminder. I do a lot of colors, like everything's very colorful in my office. If you go and I have all these quotes and goals and it's all very colorful because it's just encouraging to me to see these things and say, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. And it's a constant reminder. So figure that out. What is that going to look like? How are you going to do that? Revise your goals and your habits as necessary. The goals I have and the habits that I have now are not the habits I had when I was in my 20s. Things change. Your body changes. Things that worked when you were younger don't work as you get older. Things that you used to do, you need to change, and that's okay. And life happens. Did I hit some of my goals? No, I had to revise them. When I was going to college, my goal was to graduate within 4 years. I was like, I am graduating in 4 years. I'm getting this done. I'm getting this done. Thank goodness I was reviewing my goals because in my 3rd year, I realized I was not on track and I could not make it happen if I kept the way I was going. So I had to take summer classes. But thank goodness I had looked at my goals. I was able to revise the goal and I still made it in 4 years, but I had to do summer school. So you can't all of a sudden just think it's going to happen. It's not just going to happen. What is your plan? What is your process? Make sure you revise your goals. And it's okay. Life happens. Life happens. It's okay. Things change. If I hadn't made it in 4 years, it would have been fine. I would have just taken another semester and kept going. So don't feel like it's set in stone. It has to be this way. Be okay with revising it. So at the beginning of this, I said my objective was that you will have some personal SMART goals. Do you have those? Did we do it? Yes, those who were there at the beginning. Sorry, some missed that. And you will have the start of a plan to reach your goals. Do you have that? Yes, no, maybe. Do you have it? Yes, there we go. Yes, okay. Okay. So you know what is awesome and it's amazing. And don't feel like you have to remember I said at the beginning, you are unique, you are amazing, do you. I love quotes by other people, but I come up with my own quotes. I don't need your quote to encourage me. I can create my own quote to encourage myself. And this is one that is in my office and it is right in front of me. I see it every time I sit at my desk. You build your future self every day. What are you planting? And it's just a constant reminder. It's a process. It is work. It doesn't just happen. And you've got to be mindful of the fact that every day you're making choices. You're making choices. I must admit, I was watching TV for 4 hours and I was like, Deborah, what are you doing? I mean, I would get home from work at 5 and watch TV until I went to bed at 10. I'm like, Deborah, that is 6 hours of TV. That is inappropriate. That's for me. Remember, this is your journey. I decided I didn't want to do that. I started taking Spanish classes every day instead, so that I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm doing something different instead of just watching other people live their lives and fake lives that they're not even real lives. So just look at your life, decide where you want to be. I'm not saying you can't watch television. There's balance. Find some things that you enjoy. That was the whole personal column. What is your passion? What do you enjoy doing? Do you want to volunteer? Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to go to a different country? What is the thing that you want to do? So think about that as well. And that's all I have for you today. So I want